Hello, welcome to yoga. We're going to get started, sat on a block today. Get yourself a block, pop yourself on it, and then we're going to remember what it looks like to sit properly. Sitting up nice and tall, just move the fleshy part of the bottom out of the way and anchor down through the sit bones. Find that connection with the block. Allow the knees to just fold out. If you need to prop something up underneath the knees just to support them, please do. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall, take an inhale and just lengthen through the spine. Really find that lovely distance as you begin to lengthen the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then as we exhale, we can just allow the shoulders to just reduce and, retract back in towards the spine. Take a moment here. Notice what it feels like to sway forward a little bit. Feel how that feels within the pelvis. And then we're going to just sit up tall again. And then you'll have to engage your core a little bit here, but just sitting back slightly, just feeling how that feels between those sit bones. Just playing around with that center so that you can find a space to sit in. And when you're ready, find that center point. So finding that place between the sit bones that you're really happy to just be anchored down through. Up to you whether you want to take hand to chest, hand to tummy to find a physical breath there, or if you would prefer to, keep your hands down by your sides. I'm going to take some deep breathing just to start off with. I'm going to take the inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Just noticing your posture with your eyes closed, just feeling that balance on the sit bones, a little slight rock forward and rock back. Growing tall through the crown of the head. Breath nice and smooth and even. Maybe setting yourself an intention for today's practice, or maybe just sitting here with the breath for a moment or two, allowing your day to disappear with every exhale. Up to you if you want to open the eyes slowly, or if you want to keep them closed, that's fine too. We're going to stretch that right hand up towards the ceiling. Really reach the fingertips up, spread through those fingers, and webbing beginning to stretch. Then we're going to take that hand to the left ear and then draw the right elbow towards the wall, finding a nice stretch down the left side of the neck. Allowing the left shoulder to be away from the ear. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretching that right hand up, head back to neutral. And then reaching that right hand all the way over the top of you. Maybe using that left hand as a stabilizer. Bringing that left elbow in towards the body, left shoulder is going to roll back and down. Okay, coming all the way back up, switch hands. Left arm's going to reach up towards the ceiling. Spread through those fingers so that the webbing really finds a stretch there. Reaching up out of the waist, left hand's going to take right ear, draw the left elbow down, find a stretch down the right side of the neck. Keep that right shoulder anchored down. If it starts to drift up, then just bring the head closer towards the shoulder. Okay, right hand plants down. We're going to lift the left arm up and then all the way over the top. Bring that right elbow in towards the body and just open through that right shoulder. Using those inhales and exhales to find a little bit more space each time. Coming all the way back up to center. I'm going to walk the fingertips forward. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, draw the shoulder blades back, and then walk those fingertips forward just a little bit more. Use your breath to help you. With every inhale, the chest lifts a little bit. With every exhale, maybe those fingertips can walk closer. Maybe the chest lowers a little bit more. We're going to walk the hands to the right side. Left hand can place on top of that. Left hand places on top of the right hand and then drop into that left shoulder. Having a real trouble with naming body parts, it would seem today. Sorry. Use the breath to help you. Take the inhale, lift a little bit. Exhale, maybe you drop that left shoulder down just a little bit more. And then walking the hands through center and over towards the left side. Maybe right hand places on left, dropping into that right shoulder. And then walking the hands through center and all the way back up. Let's take the hands to the back of the head, interlace the fingers, and just start by drawing the elbows towards the back corners of the wall, back corners of the room. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. We're going to draw the right elbow down, lift the left elbow up. Notice here whether you're all loose in the core. If you can draw the ribs in and keep some security there, you're going to feel much more stable. Think about lifting and lengthening to bring that right elbow down. If that left elbow starts to lift forward, just bring everything a little bit higher up. Come back to center, left elbow comes down, right elbow lifts. And then back to center, draw the elbows into the ears, chin to chest, round down through the spine. And then all the way back out. Open those elbows out, lift the chin, lift the chest, take some space through the front body. Let's go one more time. Lower the head, bring the elbows to the ears, chin to chest. Take a moment to enjoy the stretch down the back of the neck. And then start to round down through the spine. And then as you come all the way back up, take a moment, elbows out, lift the chin, lift the chest. Nice. All right, we're going to release the arms. Take the hands behind you, fingertips to the back of the room. We're going to walk those feet away from us. Just take a moment to just roll the shoulder heads back and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. We're not lifting the bottom, but we are lifting the chest. Up to you if you would like to take a moment here to then start to push down through the hands and then lift the chest, opening through the front body, or carrying on as you are. Pushing down those toes towards the mat, lifting the hips as you squeeze the glutes. And then lowering down nice and safely. Bring the feet in towards you. We're going to just drop the knees over to one side, bring up and then over to the other. Take a moment just to wave those knees out. Enjoy the clunks and the clicks. Maybe that's just my body, who knows? Okay, and when you're ready, pausing there, we're going to, it's up to you if you stay on your block. If you're tight through the hips, then do. If you're not so tight in the hips, you can get rid of the block. Bring that left foot to the inner right thigh. If you've got a strap handy, it's a nice time to use it. Push through that right heel, toes towards the ceiling. Almost so that heel can lift off of the floor. You've got so much strength in the front of that leg. We're going to use the strap if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. We're going to hook the foot and then bring that strap in towards the body, taking the torso over the top of that right leg. Push the left knee down, open through that left side, elbows in towards the body, and begin to fold from the hips. We want a nice long spine. So all the while visualizing lengthening through the crown of the head, draw the belly away from you so you have space to fold down over that right leg. Doesn't matter where you get to. We want to feel a stretch down the back of that right leg. And we also want to find that kind of that length through the lower back as well. Pushing down through the left knee, find a little bit of a stretch through that hip. Each time taking the inhale, lift and lengthen, draw the shoulder blades back, and then fold a little bit deeper. We're not working to our edge, we're kind of like tickling around it, okay? So we're not going too deep at this point. And then we're going to release the strap. Take a moment to walk those hands forward and then take a forward fold that feels comfortable. So maybe it is a rounded spine over the top of that right leg. Moving forehead, perhaps towards the knee or maybe towards the big toe, depending on how you are. And then slowly and carefully, we're going to come sit up, stacking each vertebrae through the spine as we come up. Left hand comes behind you, fingertips towards the back of the room. Take a stretch with that right hand, find as much space as you can, and then push through that left hand, squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips. Really open that whole front body. Reaching that right hand towards the back of the room, opening through the throat, pushing down through that pinky edge side of that right foot, squeezing the glutes to lift through the hips. And then coming all the way back down the way you came in. Let's switch out. Left leg long, the sole of the right foot towards the inner thigh. Swapping the strap over to hook the foot. Turning that torso over the top of that left leg. Drawing elbows in towards the body, shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we move from the hips. Moving the belly out of the way and chin moving towards that big toe. Push down through that right knee. I was going to call it a shoulder. It's not a shoulder. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I'm really trying here. Starting to use that breath to help you. Taking the inhale, find a little bit more space. Bring the shoulders back and down. And then that exhale, you fold just a little bit more. Maybe one side is a little bit easier than the other. It's really nice to notice the differences. Okay, when you're ready, you can release that strap if you'd like to, and then take that forward fold that's comfortable for you. So maybe that is a round through the spine. Just allowing that stretch across the shoulders. And when you're ready, just beginning to walk the hands back in, stacking each vertebrae as you go. Right hand comes behind you, fingertips towards the back corner of the room. Reach that left hand as far forward as you can, get that stretch in, and then push through that right hand, lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes, open through that front body. Left fingertips to the back wall, open through the throat. Belly button lifting towards the ceiling. pinky edge side of that left foot pushing down into the mat. And then slowly, carefully lowering all the way back down. Beautiful. You get rid of our strap. You're going to come into all fours, into your table, stacking knees underneath hips and wrists underneath shoulders. Just take a moment to find the cat-cow that works for you. So taking the inhale, lifting the gaze, lowering the belly towards the mat, and then taking the movement from the pelvis and taking that arch of the spine. Maybe rocking backwards and forwards over the knees, over the wrists, maybe not. Just choosing what feels good for you. And then maybe you moving the body towards a child's pose, heading back towards the heels. Maybe moving in a figure of 8, perhaps that feels good. Or maybe just heading to one position that feels really good for you right now. I'm going to spend another breath or two just moving, finding that freedom. And then when you're ready, we're going to pause back in a neutral spine, back in a table. Okay. So we're going to extend that right leg away from you, heels to the mat. If you want a bit of core work, tuck the left toe, hover the left knee, draw the belly under, and keep the hips nice and level. So option here, just to work just a little bit harder. To be fair, both feel hard. It's hanging out here. Really think about that belly button moving towards the back of the spine and then drawing up towards the top of the mat. We're going to lower that left knee, draw that right knee down. We're going to switch out. This time left leg comes away, push through the heel, hips nice and level. You can hang out here if you want. If you want a little bit of core work, tuck the right toe, engage the core, and then hover that right knee. Really push those hands into the mat and separate the shoulder blades. Okay. Going to lower the right knee, bring the left knee flat. From here, extend that right leg away from you. We're going to push through the heel. Keep those hips nice and level. Going to take that left arm away from the ear, alongside the ear. My goodness. Pushing those fingertips towards the front wall and pushing the heel towards the back wall. Just hanging out here for a moment. Really find that stability, keeping the body down the center line. Let's take it wide. The foot goes wide, the hand goes wide. Back to center, bring the knee towards the elbow to the knee, crunch it in and send it away. Let's go for 3 more. Let's take it wide to center, knee to elbow, and back to where we started. 2 more. Let's take it wide, back to center, knee to elbow. Last one here. Let's make it count. Taking it wide, keep pushing through the heel, reaching through the fingers, back to center, elbow to knee, and extend again. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down. You're going to take that left foot behind us now, push through the heel, draw the belly in, right arm alongside the ear. Keep the body down the center line, reaching forward and pushing back. Just finding that stability, really allowing that core to adjust to all those tiny little movements, which is caused by the imbalance. I'm going to take it wide now. Right hand comes wide, left leg goes wide. Back to the center, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Send it away. 3 more. Taking it wide to center, knee to elbow, and away. 2 more. Take it wide to center, knee to elbow, and away. Last one here, taking it wide. Bring it back to center, knee to elbow, and away. Okay, right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Excuse me. Okay, from here, we're going to tuck the toes, we're going to hover the knees. We're finding ourselves in a hovered table, hanging out here for a moment. But extend the right leg away, pausing here. Bring that right knee back in. Extend the left leg away. Bring it back in, hovered table. Drop the knees down. Take the feet together, knees as wide as the mat. Sit back into a wide-legged child's pose. Anchor the bottom towards the heels and then walk the hands forward. Allow the chest to melt down towards the mat. Maybe the hands come together. They pass over the top of the head to touch the nape of the neck. And then spread through those fingertips if that feels good for you. Okay, passing the hands all the way back through. Going to come back up onto the hands, bring yourself back into a table. Okay, from here, we're going to take that right foot towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze the glute as we start to move the heel towards the ceiling. We want to keep those hips level, so don't lift through the right hip. We want all that work coming from the glute and the hamstring. So we're going to go for 10, squeeze at the top, bring the knee under, crunch it in, and then take it up again for 9, for 8, 7, squeeze that glute at the top, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time we're going to extend it towards the ceiling. We're going to just pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take that knee out to the side, much like a dog. We're going to open out and we're going to close off for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep those hips looking down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely job. Walk those hands forward. Let's find ourselves into a puppy pose as we sink the chest down. Keep the bottom stacked over the top of the knees. Take a moment here. Once again, the hands can place together, pass over the nape of the neck. Okay, the hands can come down. From here, we're going to walk those hands back in. We're going to reset and go again on the other side. So from here, we're going to extend that left heel to the ceiling. We want all that work coming from the glute and the hamstrings. We want our core to be nice and stable. We're going to lift the heel, squeeze the glute. Don't take the pressure into the lower back, but we want the work coming from that glute and hamstring. And then take that knee under to crunch it in. And we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Take control of the movement. Don't use momentum. 7. I think I've done 7. 6. I can't count and talk, it would seem. 5. Or name body parts. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. We bring the knee under, we extend, we're going to hover at the top, and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Take the knee out to the left, open. We close it off for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous job. Going to come back into a narrow-legged child's pose. Take the forehead down. Take the hands behind you, palms up. Shoulders come over the top of the knees. Just take a little sway from side to side if it feels good. Feel that heaviness of the breath, that response from the inhales and exhales against the thighs. Okay, when you're ready, starting to come all the way back out. We're going to take the hands down. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to hover the knees, send the chest back to thighs, setting yourself up for your down dog. Pushing through the hands, chest to thighs. Take a deep, deep bend into the knees to find that stretch through the underside of the feet and into the Achilles and calves. And then float the bottom up towards the ceiling. Take your time as you pedal through one foot and then the other. No rush here. Really use the opportunity to move through that lower body. When you're ready, find your down dog that you're happy to be in. Think about the setup, elbow creases looking at one another. Wrap the triceps around. Draw the chest towards the thighs. Heels moving towards the mat, but if we need to keep a bend into the knees to keep a long spine, we do. I'm going to take that right foot up towards the ceiling. Keep the hips level. And then tap the toe down and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We keep it lifted. Open the hips out to the side. Drop that right foot towards the bottom. Squeeze the glutes, pushing those hips forward slightly. Find a quad stretch and a groin stretch. And then we're going to bring that right foot through the hands. Keep the hands down. Just move over the ball of that left foot. Find that security through that hip space. Okay, left hand's going to stay down. Let's open the chest round to the right side. Lift the hand. Push back the back heel, lifting the back of the knee towards the ceiling. Nice strong lunge here. Maybe right hand wraps all the way round, rolling that right shoulder back a bit. Okay, we're going to bring the chest back round, hand comes to. We're going to find our standing split. From here, right leg is our strong leg. We're going to push down into the right leg. We're going to lift the left leg up towards the ceiling, keeping the hands down. If you want to try one hand to wrap around the back of that right calf, then do. If you want to try both, make sure you've got somewhere safe to fall. Keep lifting that left leg high. Glute is working hard. And then when you're ready, take a large step back with that left foot, finding your lunge again. From here, we're going to take the right foot back to join the left. Find your down dog. Pause there, let the heart rate lower. Okay, and then let's go again on the other side. Left leg is going to lift high, keep the hips level. Lowering the toes down, we're going to go for 10, 9, use the glute strength to squeeze at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the leg lifted, open the hips out to the left. Drop that left foot towards the bottom. Squeeze the glutes, pushing those hips forward. And then when you're ready, that left foot is going to come through the hands. Keep the hands down, just move over the hips. And then when you're ready, right hand is going to stay down. Open the left hand to the ceiling. And then if you would like to, you can roll that left hand all the way round to touch the top of the right thigh. Push the back heel back, the back of the knee lifting towards the ceiling. And then drawing those ribs round, the gaze can come wherever feels good. Okay, we're going to come all the way round. Bring the gaze round, bring the hands down. Here we go. We're going to go for our standing split on this side. Left leg is our strong leg. We're going to start to take weight into that left leg. Lift the right leg towards the ceiling. And then bringing that forehead down towards the shin. Lifting that right side. Option here to take one hand away. Bring it towards the back of the calf to really anchor the chest towards that calf, or shin, I should say. Alternatively, if you were really brave and strong, take both hands there. If you like to be safe, keep both hands down. Squeeze the glute, lift that back leg. Take a moment. Bring both feet to, down. I should say the right foot to join the left. We're at the top of our mat. Take the feet hip distance apart, forward fold, chest to thighs. Make a little frame around the head by taking opposite elbows. Take a sway from side to side. Just really releasing into that lower back. Swap the elbow grip out, take the other one, and then sway a little bit. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to take a half lift. Take the hands to shins, lengthen through the backs of the legs, extend the head, crown of the head towards the front of the room, and imagine that you are a table. Really thinking about the sit bones moving towards the back of the room. Take a forward fold, nice bend into the knees, sit bones moving towards the ceiling. And then option to use a block if that is comfortable here. You're going to take the right hand to the block or to the floor. You're going to take the twist as we bring the chest round to the left. We're going to straighten the left leg and bend through the right. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling and maybe wraps all the way round you. Push the bottom towards the back of the room, taking the gaze wherever feels good. And then coming all the way back round, take a bend into that left knee as we move round. We can switch the block to the other side. And then bringing the chest round to the right, we straighten that right leg, bend through the left, lifting right hand up towards the ceiling, pushing the bottom back. Maybe that right hand wraps around to touch the top of the left thigh, opening that right shoulder just a little bit more. And then coming all the way back round. Okay. From here, we're going to take the hands down. We're going to step that right foot back. Step the left foot back to join the right into a plank. Nice and strong here. We're only going to hang out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take an inhale. Exhale as the elbows come down. Bend down, sorry, the chest comes down. From here, we're going to take, make a pillow with the hands. I cannot get my words out. Rest the forehead down. Just bend at the knees. Take a windscreen wiper from side to side. Releasing any tension from that lower back. Just taking a moment to appreciate how nice that feels. Okay, I'm going to pause. Extend the right foot away. Left foot comes in towards the bottom. We're going to push down the right hand. So we've got a bit of a tripod thing going. Not really a tripod. Just a support, that's the word. Left hand is going to take shoelace side of that left foot. Find a quad stretch as you bring the belly button towards the top of the mat. Find space in the lower back. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips down, find that quad stretch. Left shoulder can roll back. Check you're not dumping into that right shoulder. We're going to push down through that forearm. Okay, we're going to release there. Left foot comes down. Switch the hands out. Left hand comes down. Push through that forearm and then bring the right foot in towards the bottom. Grabbing that right foot with the hand. Rolling that right shoulder back. Push the hips down and then bring the belly button towards the top of the mat to find space in that lower back. And then releasing, that right foot comes down. Lower yourself down, make a pillow with the hands, and then just windscreen wiper those legs from side to side. Okay, we're going to unceremoniously roll onto our backs. It doesn't matter how you get there. No one is judging. Roll yourself onto your back. That's nice. Extend that right leg away from you, and the left knee is going to come in towards the left shoulder. Just interlace those fingers below the left knee. Draw the shoulders back into position and push through both heels. That left knee is just going to skip past the ribs and in towards the shoulder. And then release. From here, just drawing that knee across the body to the right side. Take a little twist here. Left arm can extend away, gaze over the fingertips if it feels good. And then bring yourself back to center. Let's switch it out. Left leg long, right knee in towards the right shoulder. Push through the heels, shoulders back and down, finding space across the chest. And then releasing off, we're going to draw the knee across the body to the left side. And then open that right hand out towards the right side and gaze over the fingertips if it feels good. And then coming all the way back together again. Just finishing off here. Going to find ourselves into a happy baby. Draw those knees in towards the armpits. Take the hands to the outer edges of the feet if that feels good for you. Using straps if you need to. And then really use your breath as you exhale. Allow the knees to bring, just to get a little bit closer towards the armpits. Finding comfort whilst gravity is helping you out. Finding a little bit more space through the hips. And then if you want to do a slight rock on the lower back, if that feels good for you, then do. Think about laying the whole of the spine on the mat from the crown of the head. Thinking about dipping the chin slightly, lengthening the neck, and then allowing all the way down the spine to touch down. Thinking about the tailbone too. Slowly bringing those knees in towards one another. Give yourself a big hug together. This is a time where you make any final adjustments that you might need to. Maybe a little rock from side to side, maybe bigger rocks, maybe some small circles, maybe that feels good. Just taking time to allow yourself to find a comfortable resting place in your final Savasana. And then when you're ready, we're going to finish the way we started today. So find yourself a comfortable place. Laying down, close the eyes if you're happy to do so. Maybe popping a blanket on. And we're just going to finish with some even breathing one more time. Settling into the breath. You're going to take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Laying here with a soft, even breath in and out. Take a moment to revisit your intention from the beginning of class today. Hold it there in your mind's eye, visualizing it. Take a moment to appreciate the fact that you've given up a bit of time to look after yourself today. Know that you are worthy of this time. You deserve this time. You are stronger because of this time. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. As we do, think about lengthening on your mat. And as you exhale, release through the mouth in one cleansing, releasing breath. We'll try it 2 more times. Take an inhale. Grow long on your mat. As you exhale, release through the mouth, sigh it all away. Last time, take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Really release this time. And then beginning to awaken the body, moving through the physical space, wiggling the toes, the fingertips, maybe a sway from side to side, a rock from side to side. And then when you are ready, and only when you are ready, slowly begin to make your way back up to a seated position, and I will be there.